Did you know that most of the ice cream you buy at Coles and Woolworths isn't legally allowed to be called ice cream anymore? While you're looking for a sweet treat, these big brands are hiding industrial vegetable oils, gut-damaging thickeners, and even wood pulp derivatives in your favourite tubs. Today, I'm exposing the 6 Australian brands you need to avoid at all costs, and showing you the only 2 brands that are actually safe for your health. At number 6, we have Baskin-Robbins, a global giant famous for its 31 flavours. In Australia, you can find their pints in Coles and Woolworths, marketed as a fun, premium treat for the family. However, Baskin-Robbins is notorious for having some of the highest calorie and sugar counts in the industry. What looks like a colourful scoop of joy is actually a highly engineered food product, packed with more industrial ingredients than almost any other brand on this list. A look at the Baskin-Robbins ingredients list reveals a heavy reliance on corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup alongside standard sugar. To maintain its unnaturally bright colours and soft texture, they use an array of synthetic additives, including Carrageenan, 407, mono, and diglycerides, 471, and polysorbate 80. Many of their popular flavours also contain artificial colours like red 40, yellow 5, and blue 1, which are often used to make the ice cream look more exciting than its natural ingredients would allow. The health risks associated with Baskin-Robbins are multi-layered. The extreme sugar content, especially from corn syrups, causes massive insulin spikes that promote fat storage and metabolic stress. The polysorbate 80 and Carrageenan work together to irritate the gut lining, potentially leading to chronic inflammation and digestive disorders. Most alarmingly, for parents, the artificial colours found in many of their flavours have been linked by the Better Health channel to hyperactivity and behavioural issues in children. If you value your metabolic health and your child's focus, Baskin-Robbins is a brand you should avoid at all costs. Coming in at number 5 is Bulla, a brand that heavily promotes its Australian heritage and fresh cream credentials. You'll see their tubs everywhere in Coles and Woolworths, often at a lower price point than premium brands. They use marketing terms like real dairy to make you feel like you're buying a natural product straight from the farm. However, once you look past the blue packaging, you'll see that Bulla relies on a high volume of processed additives to keep their real dairy looking and feeling like ice cream. When we examine the Bulla ingredients list, the concerns start to pile up. While they do use fresh cream, it is heavily diluted with water and milk solids. To hide this dilution, they add a cocktail of stabilizers: vegetable gums 410, 412, and 407 Carrageenan, along with emulsifier 471. They also use glucose syrup and sugar as primary sweeteners. Even the natural flavour and colour come from industrial processing, meaning that fresh farm taste is actually coming from a laboratory. The health consequences of this ingredient mix are significant. The inclusion of Carrageenan, 407, is the biggest red flag. It is a known gut irritant that medical research has linked to intestinal ulcers and chronic inflammation. When combined with emulsifier 471, which can weaken your gut's protective barrier, you are essentially eating a recipe for leaky gut syndrome and digestive distress. Furthermore, the high glucose syrup content causes rapid blood sugar spikes, which can lead to weight gain and metabolic dysfunction over time. Bulla might claim to be real dairy, but the chemicals inside are anything but natural for your body. You might think spending more on Connoisseur gets you a natural product, but let's look at the label. While it does contain 26% cream, the very first ingredient is skim milk concentrate. That 26% sounds good, but what about the other 74%? That's where the water, syrups, and chemicals come in. To keep that premium texture, they rely on a heavy dose of glucose syrup and sugar. This combination causes a massive spike in your insulin levels, leading to energy crashes and long-term metabolic issues. Next on the list is vegetable origin emulsifier, 471. Don't let the word vegetable fool you. This is a highly processed synthetic fat used to glue the water and oil together. Scientific studies, including research published in Nature, suggest that emulsifiers like 471 can interfere with your gut barrier. This means it can break down the protective lining of your stomach, potentially leading to chronic inflammation and leaky gut syndrome. Connoisseur also uses vegetable gums, 410 and 412, also known as locust bean gum and guar gum. While these are common, they are used here as fillers to create a thick mouthfeel that the dairy alone isn't providing. For people with sensitive digestion, these gums are known to cause bloating, gas, and abdominal discomfort because they ferment in your large intestine. It's a gourmet way of giving you a stomachache. Even the color isn't as simple as it looks. They use color 160B, also known as annatto. While it comes from a natural seed, it is a well-known trigger for allergic reactions in many Australians. Reports from the Royal Prince Alfred Hospital Allergy Unit have linked 160B to skin rashes, headaches, and irritability in children. For a premium brand, you have to ask yourself, why are they using industrial stabilizers and irritating colors in your luxury treat? At number 3, we have a brand that has taken the fitness world by storm, Halo Top. You've seen it at Coles and Woolworths with those big, bold numbers on the front, promising a whole tub for under 300 calories. It's marketed as a guilt-free miracle, but for your digestive system, it's anything but. To achieve those low calories, Halo Top replaces natural sugar and fat with a cocktail of laboratory-made substitute. The secret to its sweetness is erythritol, a sugar alcohol. While it's technically sugar-free, erythritol is notoriously hard for the body to process. In many people, it stays in the gut and ferments, leading to severe bloating, painful gas, and a laxative effect. If you've ever felt like your stomach was exploding after a healthy bowl of Halo Top, this chemical is the reason why. It's a classic example of how low-calorie doesn't always mean healthy. To give the product a thick texture without the fat, Halo Top is packed with soluble corn fiber and inulin. While fiber is usually good, the highly processed concentrated fiber used here can cause major distress for anyone with a sensitive stomach. When you combine high doses of inulin with sugar alcohols, you are creating a recipe for intestinal inflammation. Your gut isn't designed to handle these synthetic fiber bombs in a single sitting. Finally, look at the additives like cellulose gel and cellulose gum. These are essentially wood pulp derivatives used as fillers and stabilizers. Instead of getting nutrition from real milk and cream, you are eating a highly engineered food product that relies on bulking agents to fill the tub. Don't let the low-calorie marketing fool you. Halo Top is a processed science project that your gut will regret later. Coming in at number 2 is a brand that has been part of Australian culture since 1907, Peter's Original. It is marketed as the healthier choice, but the actual science behind the tub is very different. Just like Blue Ribbon, Peter's Original Vanilla relies on a massive amount of overrun. This is a process where the mixture is whipped with so much air that you are essentially paying for a frozen foam rather than dense, high-quality dairy. If you flip the tub over at Woolworths or Coles, you'll see the primary ingredients are milk solids and vegetable oil. Real traditional ice cream should be made with fresh cream, but Peter's uses processed vegetable fats to keep their prices low. These refined oils are often high in omega-6 fatty acids, which, when consumed in excess, can contribute to systemic inflammation in the body. The most concerning part of the Peter's formula is the use of emulsifiers 471 and 477. These chemicals are used to keep the oil and water from separating, but they come with a hidden cost to your health. Recent studies in major medical journals like Nature have shown that these specific synthetic emulsifiers can break down the protective mucus lining of your gut. This can lead to a condition known as leaky gut, causing digestive issues and long-term metabolic problems. Finally, we have to talk about the colors. Many Peter's varieties use artificial dyes like Color 102, tartrazine, and Color 110, sunset yellow. These specific additives have been linked in several studies to hyperactivity in children and severe allergic reaction. While many European countries have moved to ban these dyes, they remain a staple in the Australian Peter's tubs. If you want a treat that is actually healthier for your family, this is one brand you must avoid. Let's start with a brand that is in almost every Australian freezer, Street's Blue Ribbon. It's an icon, but if you look at the tub right now, you'll see something shocking. The words ice cream are gone. Instead, it's officially labelled as a frozen dairy dessert. This isn't just a fancy name, it's a legal necessity. In Australia, food standards, FSANZ, requires ice cream to have at least 10% milk fat. Because Streets replaced real cream with cheaper alternatives, they are no longer legally allowed to call this ice cream. So, what exactly are you eating? To save on costs, Unilever uses a base of reconstituted buttermilk and vegetable oil. Think about that. You're buying a dessert where the creamy texture comes from processed oil instead of fresh dairy fat. These refined oils are often pro-inflammatory and offer zero nutritional value compared to the traditional dairy we expect in a premium treat. The biggest red flag on the ingredient list is additive 407, also known as Carrageenan. This is a thickener used to stop the dessert from falling apart, but it's a nightmare for your stomach. Medical research has linked Carrageenan to gut inflammation, bloating, and IBS-like symptoms. If you care about your digestive health, this chemical is a major reason to put the tub back on the shelf at Woolworths or Coles. Quality control is another reason to be wary. Unilever Australia previously had to issue a massive nationwide recall for blue ribbon tubs because plastic pieces were found inside the product. When a company focuses on mass-producing a low-cost, chemical-heavy product, consumer safety can sometimes take a back seat. For your health and safety, Blue Ribbon is a brand you should avoid at all costs. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is there anything left that's actually safe to eat? The good news is, there are still a few brands in Australia that refuse to cut corners and prioritise your health over profits. Our second alternative is for those who want the absolute best. Cohu Road or similar certified organic brands found in premium grocers like Harris Farm or specialty health food stores. These brands represent the pinnacle of ice cream quality in Australia. They are crafted with a health-first mindset, ensuring that every scoop is free from the industrial shortcuts used by mass-market competitors. A look at Cohu Road's ingredients reveals a commitment to purity. They use high-fat pasture-raised cream and milk, organic sweeteners, and real flavor extracts. Most importantly, they completely omit the thickener cocktail. There is no gar gum, no cellulose, and no soy lecithin. It is essentially the same recipe you would use if you were making ice cream at home for your own children, using only the finest local Australian and New Zealand produce. The health benefit of choosing a brand like this is the total avoidance of chemical load. By skipping the processed additives and choosing pasture-raised dairy, you are consuming higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins. It provides a satisfying experience that doesn't trigger the sugar cravings or bloating associated with chemical-heavy brands. When you choose quality over quantity, you support your metabolic health and enjoy a treat that truly nourishes the soul without damaging the body. If you're looking for a brand that actually respects your health, look no further than Häagen-Dazs. Available in almost every Woolworths and Coles, this brand is often cited by nutritionists as the cleanest commercial option. Unlike the brands we exposed earlier, Häagen-Dazs doesn't hide behind frozen dessert labels. They focus on providing a dense luxury product that relies on high-quality dairy rather than chemical fillers and air. The Häagen-Dazs vanilla ingredient list is world famous for its simplicity. It typically contains only 5 ingredients: fresh cream, skim milk, sugar, egg yolks, and vanilla. You won't find any vegetable oils, no Carrageenan, 407, no glucose syrups, and 0 vegetable gums. By using egg yolks as a natural emulsifier instead of synthetic chemicals like 471, they provide a rich texture without compromising your internal health. From a health perspective, this is a massive win. Because there are no industrial gums or synthetic emulsifiers, your gut lining remains protected from the inflammation and leaky gut issues caused by other brands. The absence of artificial colors and flavors means your liver and immune system aren't processing unnecessary toxins. While it is still a treat high in calories, the fact that it is real food means your body can digest it naturally and efficiently. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. My mission is to provide you with valuable insights and information to help you make informed decisions. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you're always updated on the latest content.